It's Britney, bitch.
Welcome to Tier Ranking American Horror Story Characters, Roanoke.
My Roanoke Nightmare, a true American horror story.
Oh my god, we finally arrived to our favorite season.
You heard it right, we love Roanoke, and we are here to talk about some iconic characters, so let's just get right into this video because there are a million trillion characters.
If you didn't catch any of the other videos in our series, I will link the playlist above for you. We've done Murder House through Hotel, so many characters, so many tiers. But this is gonna be my favorite one.
I'm so excited to talk about all of these people. So as far as the tiers, they speak for themselves. If you want clarification, go watch our other videos, but don't forget that we will be ranking the characters within the tiers at the end. So you do need to stick around for the very end to see where everyone ends up from our very favorite to our very least favorite.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Here we go.
First, we have the iconic Kathy Bates as the Butcher, aka Thomason White.
I will soak this earth with our blood.
Okay, no choice but to stand.
I mean, just her whole little, I am the queen of every hive.
She is the queen of every hive.
She is.
She is the tree and the lightning that strikes it, bitch.
She
No
is.
choice but to stand.
Period.
But you know what that means? We're putting Agnes Mary Winstead in No Choice But to
Oh
Stand.
my god, y'all.
How could you not?
Listen.
Literally, what?
Who but I am both the tree and the lightning that strikes it. Let me do it again.
This is literally probably my favorite Kathy Bates character.
Iconic. She knows what she wants.
She is here for the part. She's committed to the role.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna do whatever it takes to stay in character.
I really love this part.
And we love that.
Yeah, we do.
The scene of her where she's in her little chair being like so excited about being a part of Return to Roanoke, and then you find out that she's actually insane. And then it transforms to the scene of her where she's like swinging the cleaver at the fan event. So in
Right
character.
down Hollywood Boulevard. And then we get her psychotic break and return to Roanoke, and we love to see it. When she puts an axe in Shelby,
She really like sets everything into
popped
motion
off.
because that's when the women run out of the house because they're trying to get away from her and into the Polks and the woods. Like the whole thing goes downhill from here, and it's all because of Agnes.
She really is that bitch. And then when she encounters the real butcher,
She's done for. She is no
she
match.
literally sacrifices herself.
Yes.
Crazy bitch.
Love her so much.
We stand.
They only booked me for 3 episodes, but I got 5.
Okay, this is gonna get a little bit difficult because we're doing My Roanoke Nightmare cast, but we're also doing the actual people that they are. So we're doing both sets of characters.
Yes.
So
And we're also
everyone-
doing the characters within My Roanoke Nightmare, and then the actors who portrayed them, and then the real people. So it's like 3 different like sets of people going on here, which is part of the fun.
it is literally so many, but you know what? We got a little birdie told us, and the birdie is Sarah Paulson herself, that she hated this season. Which, what the fuck?
Literally,
That is a curveball. I
it
was
sickened
not
me
expecting that from her little mouth.
because
Sarah.
it seems like she's having so much fun, at least in the second half
okay,
of the season.
first half, which is okay.
Yes, let's talk about Sarah's Shelby Miller.
Yeah, we're getting too ahead of ourselves. Yeah. Okay. Audrey Tindall as Shelby Miller. I can see why she hated this season.
Yeah.
Which is why I think we need to put Audrey Tindall as Shelby Miller in Had Potential, because I think that there could have been something that they could have done to really beef up that part, but it's just because Shelby Miller is such a basic bitch.
No, literally.
That she didn't really have a lot to play off of.
It was disgusting.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I want to put her in not our fave.
Okay.
I don't think
we can move her down.
I don't. No, there was.
I think that's
there was no
fair.
potential to me. Like,
That's fair.
Are you sure that's what you want to do?
she's boring. She is so over dramatic. She screams Matt
It's so
6
funny
times an
though.
ep. Like
6.
6 times an ep.
66
Literally.
times.
I'm like, but like, yeah. There's nothing else to say.
Yeah. Well,
Like
you know what?
boring.
we can say Audrey Tindall
Oh my god.
is going right up to No Choice But to Stand.
Yes.
In my time, I just want you all to know I had so many wonderful performances waiting for you.
She is literally the cream of the crop of this season. This thing that I think made me the most sad is that Sarah hates this season, but she's the best part when she is Audrey Tindall.
100%.
She is iconic. She is so hilarious. Everything she does is magical.
Americans are always so dramatic.
Audrey Tindall is quite possibly my favorite American Horror Story character.
You know what?
She's
And
so funny.
It took a minute for her to become a meme, but now all I hear is literally Sarah screaming at the top of her lungs 24/7 on TikTok, and I'm here for it.
Oh my god, poor Shelby!
I mean, she really brings like comedy to quite possibly the darkest season of the show.
The darkest season.
And her over the top accent, which people hate on her for, I'm like, that is the joke.
That's the point, sweetie.
Like, do
I
you
think
not
you
get it?
Missed it.
Your brain is broke. Okay?
Don't even get me started on Zola.
Listen.
Okay.
She's everything. Audrey is it. Audrey is the moment. She's the queen of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And there will be absolutely no arguing that to me.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to change your mind.
No.
You can change your own mind and get on the right track, the one that we're on.
Yes.
But
The only one.
otherwise, we are going to move along to Sarah Paulson's next character, the third character she plays this season, Lana Winters, which, bitch, literally no choice but to
Oh my
stand.
God.
Are you kidding me?
Put it down.
Or is this a joke? Like, how could we not put Lana Winters in the top? Duh.
She literally comes out of retirement to be a part of this season.
To read Lee Harris for filth. She is like putting her back on trial. She wants to get the answers, but what happens? She is put back in the face of danger when Polk arrives and he puts a gun in her face and she has to do her magic again. Save her life as she always does.
She's a queen.
She is literally a
That's-
survivalist.
Yes, no, that situation literally could have been so bad, and Lana says, not on my show, bitch.
No, she don't.
So you have to put Lana Winters at the top every time.
Yeah.
There's no question about it. So next we have Dominic Banks as Matt Miller. What do you think?
I think we should just put him right next to Little Miss Shelby.
100%.
I mean, Audrey as Shelby.
Yes.
They suck.
They're boring.
Honestly, I think that they are the reason a lot of people dislike the season, but they're not even that terrible. They're just
boring.
It's not up to par with everything else.
No.
So-
There's not much to say about Matt. I do appreciate that he is believing Shelby that she is really seeing all these things when she's home by herself.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to get the police there. He installs a cam, like he's trying to help her. But that doesn't, I mean, that's just like what a husband should do. So that doesn't really give him points in my mind.
Well, that's...
So just, but he's not the worst.
I think that one of the worst is Dominic himself.
Yes.
So we're going to put him in loathe entirely.
Absolutely.
Because what does he really bring to the season?
He contributes nothing.
He tries to escape. He tries to leave them for dead.
He doesn't care about them. He
Yeah.
only cares about himself and fame and money. And he's not even a good actor.
No, sweetie.
Like,
Sorry.
There's nothing else to say.
You did something, you snake! I know you did!
Next, we have
Shelby Miller.
We escaped with our lives that night, but I never completely got over it.
As Shelby Miller.
Yes,
Which,
just
okay.
straight Shelby Miller.
And a lot of people are going to find this controversial, but I want to put her in No Choice But to Stand.
No, same.
Because literally, she is that bitch.
She
She did what she had to do.
I was about to say that.
Oh my god, the things that she does in this show are so...
Y'all know what we're talking
wild.
about.
The
Go
crowbar.
watch. Yes.
Flattening Matt's head into the ground after she catches him with Skatchat. One of the most
like the
gruesome.
Yeah. The image of like his like flattened head
Oh my
is
God.
seared into my brain.
Literally seared. And also, this is just really for Lily Rabe. She is an icon. When Agnes stabs Shelby in the shoulder with the cleaver, the acting that Lily Rabe had to do in that moment, so good. Literally,
so good.
Some of her best acting. The trauma, the realistic screaming, and just the guttural sound she was making.
She went for it.
Literally died with her.
I feel like part of me has died with her. Oh my god.
Also, the bitch slits her own throat. Like,
she did what she had to do.
Went through the
you know?
ringer, and she gave us a show.
I also just want to say just a little shout out to Lily Ray one more time, because I think she did the best acting during the first half when they're like just the talking heads.
Yes.
I think that everyone else is boring. Like even, you know, Adina Porter, I love her. I think she's boring. I think the guy that plays Matt's boring. I'm so sorry. But I think that she was like actually so compelling.
Definitely. I think that a lot of people were turned off by the documentary style, but I actually didn't mind it because I grew up watching those kind of shows with my mom all the time.
Yeah.
The talking head documentaries with the reenactments of the ghost stories.
Yes. You just have to get it.
That's what I grew up watching, so I automatically felt comfortable in that. Some people never watched that a day in their life, and then they watch Roanoke and they were so turned off by it, but I didn't think it was as bad as people said it was, and I really do think that Lily Ray carried that portion of the season.
Absolutely.
Which is the first half.
Thank you, Lily.
Yeah.
We love you. Matt Miller, played by Andre Holland.
He's decent.
Yeah.
I feel like he is maybe one-dimensional. I didn't really get a lot.
There's not a lot there.
There's not a lot going on there.
He's had potential for me.
I think so.
Because I don't dislike him, other than the fact that he's like, I mean, really, like, his only interesting thing is that he's, like, having sex with a wood demon. But, like, that's not his fault.
No.
Because she, you know.
Yeah, so I would just say he had potential. I think that they could have done a little more with him, but they didn't, so that's why he has potential.
Next, we have Dennis O'Hare as William Van Henderson as Dr. Elias Cunningham.
Something here in that house intends to kill me.
So just to make it clear, this is the dude who's like in the videos warning them, telling them about what happened in the videos they find in the basement.
Yeah, he's barely in the season though, is the thing.
Yeah.
Love Dennis O'Hare, but
I mean, I kind of want to put him in Slays.
Really? I mean, I guess, but
I mean, you could put him in Had Potential, but like he's trying to warn them. You know, what else potential does he have?
He does slay for that.
You know.
I mean, I guess you're right.
He could have not made any videos and not tried to save them.
You're right.
I think he slays.
He can slay. He can slay. I just don't care either way, so I'll just agree with you.
Oh, thank you so much for that. Next, we have Wes Bentley as Ambrose, aka the son of the butcher.
She hath poisoned thy mind with foul treachery.
Who turns on his mom.
And what a little bitch he is for that. Here's the thing. Wes Bentley, love the man to death, right?
Do we?
As a person, as a human, as a soul and a spirit.
Do we?
I just don't care for the characters he plays on this show.
No.
I just don't think it really brings anything to the table,
No.
and the table is bare and waiting for the food to be delivered, and there is no feast coming.
No. It's just like, and he's going for that accent that Kathy Bates nails, like that Puritan accent, and I could not understand a word he was saying without subtitles.
Yeah, I feel like he needed a little more training.
Yeah.
With that.
I confess.
So I'm gonna say not our fave.
I don't know. I kind of want to put him at the bottom. He turned on his mom.
He did.
You know? He turned on the butcher.
So fuck him.
I mean, before she was the butcher, but like, you still turned on your mom, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no redeeming qualities to this man.
None.
I'm sorry to this man. I don't know him. Never met him.
Never want to meet him.
Never want to meet him. So, of course, going along with him is Wes Bentley as Dylan, who is the actor who plays Ambrose. He doesn't really do a lot other than, like, show up for a minute.
And get killed.
And then get killed.
I think not our fave.
No, yeah, not our fave.
I don't loathe him, but he just doesn't really do much. So
Yeah, he does not stand out.
That's the thing is, I feel like, well, with like Hotel, he had so much screen time and he did nothing. And this time, he had so little screen time and did even less. So
We're sorry to all the Wes Bentley stands.
And I'm sorry to Wes Bentley. Like, I have nothing against you. It's just that your roles that you're playing in these shows just ain't it.
Okay, so next we have Evan Peters as Rory as Edward Philip Mott. who is related to the iconic Dandy.
Dandy Malt, which is why he's going in No Choice But to Stand.
100%.
I'm sorry.
We love a rich gay icon.
Truly.
I'm so sorry that you had to be
Daddy.
closeted, but like, I loved him. I
loved
wish
him
we got
too.
more from this character.
I just love Evan Peters, truly. So.
Yes. But I truly thought that he was like one of the most interesting characters in the first half. He kind of
so.
swooped in and saved the ending from being so boring.
The Victorian era hair. It was stunning.
Yes. I think he did a good job playing that type of role. You know, that old-timey, sexy, closeted man.
Yeah.
You know?
With
the wig. We loved it.
He took my wig. Next up we have Rory. Just Rory, right?
Rory!
Hello, I'm Rory Monahan.
Poor Rory. He is such a sweetie pie. Very close and similar, I think, to Evan's character. Maybe just a little heightened and more superficial, I feel like.
Yeah.
But I was thinking he slays.
Okay, me too.
I think he slays.
I just don't think that he's like quite up there with the women.
No, he's not really.
You know, Edward made it up there because he's homosexual, but Rory is not. So therefore, like, I'm sorry, but you lose some points with me for that.
R is for Rory, but it's also for Rainbow. Okay.
Period. But Slays is still good. It's still good.
Yeah.
So next we have Cheyenne Jackson as Sydney Aaron James.
The camera never stops, no matter what anybody says. Even if I tell you to stop, keep rolling.
The mastermind behind it all.
The whole reason that all of this happened.
Which is why I kind of want to put him in Slays, because he is a mastermind. He manipulated all these people into doing this, and if it hadn't been for him, we wouldn't have gotten any of this. Is he a terrible motherfucker? Sure.
Yes.
But he slays, because he got them all slayed. Right?
I don't know.
You want to put him in low then
I
Tyler?
literally want to put him at the bottom. I think he's a horrible person. He has no redeeming qualities. His whole goal, he literally says his whole goal for all of this is to expose Lee for murdering Mason.
But she did.
And to put people...
She did.
Okay, but listen, as a Lee stan...
I stan Lee too, but she still killed Mason.
He had no reason to be getting in her business like that. This is tough because I understand what you're saying. And I love Cheyenne. He's so hot. But like Sydney is just like such a jerk. And he's just trying to exploit them all for money.
Honey, it's Hollywood. What do you expect?
I know. Should we rock, paper, scissors?
Sure.
Okay. 2 out of 3 or just 1?
1.
Okay.
Fine. He can go in loathe entirely because you know what? In the real world, I do loathe people like him.
Yeah.
So I agree.
He's just like a douchey Hollywood jerk.
I will say, without him, none of this would have been available for our streaming pleasure.
This is true. And I totally see your point. But
you know
I see
what?
my point as well.
Maybe they should have cast Wes Bentley as Sydney.
Then there would be no conversation about where he would be going right now. So next we have Angela Bassett as Monet Tumasime as Lee Harris.
Yes. Okay.
Thoughts? This is a hard one to me.
Thoughts?
Because I don't think she's quite as iconic as the real Lee.
I agree. I think that she slays just for the performance that Angela gives as Lee.
It's very dramatic.
Very dramatized. We really get that feel of the documentary style production. So I think that she slays.
Yes.
I think that she did a good job.
I think that she's one of the few who had more to do in the first half than in the second
True.
half. So
That's right.
I think that she should be up there somewhere.
She also carried the documentary with Shelby.
Yeah. Out of like the acting part of it.
She was in the documentary. I mean, she carried the acting,
the documentary part,
the recreation.
Yeah,
she carried that part.
Yeah, I think that she was the best part about that.
Yeah.
So I agree that she slays. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm sorry, Angela. We love you so much.
Girl, we love you, but Monet Tumasime.
Everybody else gonna know it too, and I'm not afraid of you standing there with your little cleaver and saying weird shit. Yeah, I just called you a murderer.
No choice but to stand.
Of course.
I think she truly is an icon.
She went through so much.
She went through so much. She made it to the final 3. If this were Big Brother, she was right there.
She was our robbed goddess.
She was robbed. I was sad. I wanted her to survive so bad.
It wasn't in the cards.
Didn't she fall off of the staircase?
She got impaled.
Oh my god. Terrible way to go.
And like, she's in a house, she's an alcoholic. The producers are being so messy trying to get her to drink. And she didn't. Or did she?
And she blames Lee for her alcoholism because she was like, I had to play an alcoholic, and in doing that, I became one.
A method actress caught in her own head. It's tragic. She did what she had to do for the part.
Truly.
If we're going to put Agnes at the top, we have to put Monet at the top. They're one and the same.
Next up, we have Skatchat.
It's Britney, bitch.
And she's going in no choice but to stand Lady Gaga as Skatchat.
Yes.
Right. Literally so iconic. I think that Lady Gaga's portrayal of Skatchat is so good. So haunting. Earthy. I think that she was so rugged and gritty and gross.
But I think that Lady Gaga legitimately did a good job.
Oh, yeah.
Of playing this just like off the wall character.
Of course, it was like sad to see her go from such a huge part to such a tiny, minuscule part, but she still brought that same energy, that magic to the screen, and I appreciate that so much because, you know, there are no small parts.
I think that she really did make an impression on the season.
She did.
I think when you like talk to people about Roanoke, like Skatchat is someone that they're going to bring up pretty quickly.
Oh yeah.
I think she deserves to be at the top.
Yeah.
So next we have Frances Conroy as Mama Polk.
The Polks have always been as good as their word. We have a deal with the butcher, and she's gonna get you back.
Okay. No choice but to stand.
Of course,
She
sweetie.
literally did so good as the cannibal mama, the woman we are all afraid of.
Our weed woman.
Oh,
she did that. She was truly haunting, and we've never seen Frances as the villain before.
Oh no, yeah, she was terrifying. I would be so scared to be around that woman.
Yeah, I loved her. Next, we have an unrecognizable Finn Whitrock as Jethro Polk. You would never know that this was Finn if you didn't know.
Literally, Finn is so hot, and the fact that they did this to him is a crime.
That just shows how good of an actor that he is, because he was truly terrifying too, and I was not attracted.
I wouldn't say no.
Oh my god. No.
I'd pull those prosthetics off real quick, baby.
I mean, yes, but I mean, I feel like you really have to put him at the bottom, though.
I think so. Like, he's literally eating Lee's leg.
Like, there's just nothing to root for.
Oh my god, and she tries to seduce him, like, who wouldn't? But, like, girl.
That was, like, a moment. Ooh. Like, girl, I get it. I really get it. And she went for it. But, like, yeah, he's at the bottom.
Yeah, love entirely. Sorry, boo. Okay, next we have Lee Harris.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would.
The queen of the season herself.
The ultimate protagonist.
She is. Like, sure, she murdered her husband, but a bitch gotta do what a bitch gotta do.
Listen, she just wanted her daughter. Yeah. She was in jeopardy of losing her forever because she was hooked on pills, lost her job. I get it. Mason was a jerk, which is no reason to murder him, but like, she did it, so, you know.
Yeah, so
I feel like
what's done is done.
It's probably controversial for us to put her at the top, because I think people hate Lee.
Oh, yeah.
But like, by episode 10, I stand hard.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she went through so much.
I think that Lee Harris is an unrecognized queen, a hero of the American Horror Story universe, and truly an icon. So that's
what else is there to say?
At the top.
And she evaded prison twice.
Oh my god.
They put her on trial twice, trying to get her locked up for things that she ate. First one, she shouldn't have been, because she didn't, you know, she killed those people because she was literally
she was on drugs, she was in shock, she was in panic.
She was I can't think of the word.
Hallucinating?
No. Skatchat literally took over her body. Remember,
she was
ate
possessed.
the heart. Yes, she was literally possessed by Skatchat. So, like, I don't think that she should be going to jail for those. She probably should have gone to jail for murdering her husband, but she didn't.
But you know how many women don't go to jail for murdering their husband? So we stand. Some women need to murder their husband. I'm sorry, so it has to be said.
Oh my god. And one last thing about Lee, she literally made her daughter look like a fool in front of an entire jury to get out of going to prison.
Laura looked like a little clown.
She literally looked like that. You see Lee's like to the lawyer, and I was like, this bitch got a plan.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. We're not even at Priscilla and Flora yet. But I'm pretty sure that Lee would literally rather have Priscilla as a daughter, considering she kills herself to watch after her.
Yes.
Flora, go fuck yourself.
Oh my god. Next we have Ashley Gilbert as Cricket Marlowe.
Oh, honey, this land does not belong to the dead.
The little psychic medium himself. You know what I say? No choice but to say.
You have to. You gotta.
I have to. That little wig is iconic. Leslie Jordan is my role model.
He was so good.
He is.
He's hilarious.
Cricket really brought so much, and the fact that he gets impaled and killed. And, doesn't he get like his guts ripped out?
Yeah, they disembowel him.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
But I think that Leslie, as per always, he brought everything to his little role.
Yeah.
Everything.
Next up, we have the little spirit chaser himself, Ashley Gilbert.
He's funny. He's honestly a fool for showing up to the house during the blood moon.
I don't know why he went back.
It's
after knowing everything, maybe he thought it was fake.
No, I can tell you why. It's because he was salty that he wasn't asked to be on Return to Roanoke, 3 Days in Hell, so he was just trying to collect his coin.
Yeah.
I get it, but like, sis.
Oh my god, you know what? I'm realizing I wish that he had been, because that would have been so funny.
He would have added a lot.
Could you imagine him at the end, like, with the 4 of them, and he's... Oh my god.
What could have been?
That would have been so funny. But you know what? We lost that opportunity.
Yes.
So thanks a lot, Ryan Murphy. Actually, it was probably a scheduling conflict.
Yeah.
Leslie Jordan is booked and busy. Okay?
Always. He's too busy making his little Instagram stories.
Definitely. I think that Ashley Gilbert slays.
Yeah, I agree. Next, we have Flora. Yay, Flora!
Here's the thing. Flora really thought she did something.
She really thought. She thought she had her mama sent to prison.
Here's the thing. That little brat is so unworthy of Lee Harris as her mother. She would literally rather live with ghosts than her mom, who has done nothing but protect her and want the best for her. And she's going to go hide from her mom with a little ghost bitch, Priscilla. I loathe her entirely. I'm sorry.
Listen.
As soon as the court was LOLing that this little bitch was seeing ghosts, I was so happy. I couldn't be happier.
I can't lie. I kind of get it. Her mom murdered her dad. She obviously loved her dad, so she was upset.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't care if you're 5. You can't see that your mom was just trying to give you a good life and do what was... And hold on to her because she was scared that she was going to lose her daughter, and that's just something that Flora can't understand as a child.
She's ungrateful.
But like, she still should go at the bottom because she was a brat.
She was a little brat.
Like, I'm sorry, that's just the tea. It's just the truth. It's just how it is.
Okay, so we just got done dragging Flora. So how do we feel about her counterparts? The girl who plays Flora in the documentary.
She didn't stand out to me as quite as much of a brat in the documentary.
True.
Or the reenactment. I feel like I'd maybe put her in had potential. To me, she didn't elicit a reaction either way, which is why I want to put her in the middle.
As long as she's above the actual Flora, I'm fine.
Just put her in not our fave.
I'm gonna put her in not our fave.
Sorry, Flora.
I just think that maybe she should have just stayed missing. I'm just kidding, that's terrible. I just don't really care for the character of Flora. I think she's a brat, no matter if it's the real her or the reenactment. So, sorry, girl.
So, next we have Chaz Bono as Lot Jether, the fake Lot. He's a Polk. I don't feel that personally any Polk should go anywhere else other than the bottom, except for obviously the iconic mother. Yeah. So I say put him at the bottom. Who cares?
I just loathe entirely. Sorry, boy.
Sorry, Chaz.
Don't care.
And
get them cannibals out of here.
Yeah. That's all I have to say about that.
Who is this?
This is our queen, Priscilla.
Priscilla. Oh my god.
I think I stan.
I stan her too. She literally single-handedly broke up Flora and her mama.
It's gonna be okay.
She literally had Lee Harris kill herself over her.
Her power over everyone is astounding. As a child,
the most powerful witch, more powerful than the Butcher. Yeah.
The Butcher was no match for Priscilla. No. So yeah, I stan.
Okay, so next up we have the evil, wicked nurse sisters, Miranda and Bridget.
It's for Margaret.
What a wicked, twisted couple of girls.
wild.
I don't know that I necessarily stan them for killing old people, but I do think they slay.
Yeah, I want to put them in slays, I think
they slay.
That scene where they're, like, yelling about the letters?
Yeah, M is for Margaret.
Yes.
They literally just kill all these old people and Rory.
I think it's so funny, though, like, the way that they're, not them killing the old people, but, like, their interactions when they're like, M is for Margaret, and then they're, like, laughing so hard.
Energy and just the, like...
It's literally so chaotic.
Darkness they exude.
Yes.
I think that they slay.
Yes.
I hate that they kill old people. Okay, I'm not a monster, but they are, and they slay. Okay, so we have Reenactment Mason, which I guess we're going to count as real Mason also, just because he's dead.
Yeah, you never see the real Mason, so...
Because we killed him in the woods.
Yes.
Outside of the Roanoke mansion.
The thing about him is, like, he's not presented as a likable character.
True.
But if you look at it from his point of view, his wife was abusing pills and then tried to kidnap his daughter.
Yeah.
So, like...
But also, Lee killed him for a reason.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, I just think that we should put him not the very bottom. To me, it's not our fave.
I think, he's not my fave. I don't loathe him because we don't really get to know him.
Yeah.
But he's not my fave.
No.
So he can go with his little reenactment daughter, Flora.
Cute.
Okay, so next up we have Sophie Green, Taissa Farmiga. So happy to see her back this season, but... oh my god.
Lee Harris is a murderer. She just killed my friend, Todd Connor, with a cleaver.
Poor girl.
Honestly, it was, like, tragic, but her character was so annoying.
When we were watching this earlier, he was saying that her death is, like, his least favorite part about the whole series.
The
of American
whole
Horror Story,
series.
Which is what made me think, like, well, then doesn't that mean that her death is, like, one of the best kills in the whole series?
Yeah.
Because what happens to her...
it's traumatizing.
It's traumatizing because you're watching from a GoPro, and so it's like you're seeing it from her perspective and just watching her get impaled up her... whatever, the hole she got that... stick stuck up.
Yes.
And watching her burn.
Yes.
And just cry and scream.
Oh, and her body is, like, still burning the next morning. Oh my god.
Probably some of Taissa's best acting, I would say.
Yeah. But I still thought that character was so annoying. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she was.
She's such a know-it-all. Like, I understand she's a stan. Like, I get it. But, like, girl. I say she slays.
I think she slays. And they slayed her. That's for sure.
I honestly think this is the highest we've ever put Taissa on one of these tiers before.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like we always put her at high potential because it's Zoe and Violet.
You're right.
That's it so far.
Wow, she finally broke the mold.
So, congratulations, Taissa.
Girl, she did it.
But that's all I have to say about Sophie Green.
So this is Diana, part of the production team that tries to escape before production starts, and she does not make it out alive.
She's kind of presented as not a super nice person.
Yeah.
But also, like, she was involved in this whole plan to, like, get all these people in here and to start some drama. Which, like, that's her job as a reality TV producer.
She's involved, but she's not really that big of a part, and I don't really know. I don't loathe her. She's not my favorite because we didn't really get to see much of her.
Yeah.
But I think that she would fit well and had potential because I think they could have used her in another way, but they just kind of killed her off as quickly as they could.
She could have been a bigger villain, but they gave it all to Sydney.
Yeah.
So I agree.
I think she had potential.
Totally agree. So next we have the real Mama Polk.
She's a little chewy, but Chey David!
I was actually kind of saddened that this part wasn't given to Frances Conroy because I wish that I had seen more Frances Conroy, and the real Mama Polk really just got on my nerves.
Yeah. I don't think she was as good as Frances was. I don't think she was as scary. I mean, obviously she's still scary just because of the nature of the situation.
Yeah.
But, like, I still think she slays.
I think she slays too. I just don't stand her the way that I stand Frances.
No way.
Mama Polk.
Yeah.
She slays.
She was, like, completely off her rocker.
She was too much, and I almost don't want to put her in slays because I can't stand her, but she literally slays.
Yeah.
Like, she's literally filleting these people, tenderizing their meat and eating them for lunch and dinner.
We could put her in our fave if you want. I'm not opposed.
No, but she slays.
Yeah.
I love the category of slays because, slays. Or she's literally slaying these people. So I think that's where we're going to put her for now.
Okay.
She's okay.
Okay.
Next up, we have Jacob Artist as Todd. Honestly, I think that he had potential because the focus really is on Taissa.
Yeah.
Sophie Green.
Yeah.
And I think that they could have done something more with him. He's not the one that also gets barbecued, right?
No, I think it's the other one.
Yeah. So I just think he had potential. They could have done something more with him. Really, I think his death is forgettable because we just watched this episode like an hour ago, and I don't even remember how he died.
Yeah.
She just killed my friend Todd Connor with a cleaver.
I know that he dies outside of the trailer, but I don't remember how.
With a cleaver.
Isn't it Lee? Doesn't Lee stab him or something? Or she?
Someone stabs him. I don't remember who it was.
I think it's Lee.
Lee Harris?
Lee killed him, and for good reason. Okay? Sorry, Jacob. Had potential.
Yes. We loved you on Glee, but here... ain't it, sister. And then next we have Milo, whose name I would have no idea if I didn't just look it up on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I think that he probably just belongs right there with Mr. Jacob Artist as Todd.
You know what? I think that they really could have done more with him, and he does get burned at the stake.
Yes, he meets
with
the same
Sophie,
fate. Yes.
But they don't really show him as much as Sophie because, of course, Taissa is an iconic actress from the series. So, of course, they're going to show her getting barbecued and not little Milo. But I think that they could have done more with him. I think that maybe they could have come in earlier, maybe an episode earlier.
Yeah.
They were really just thrown in as a little bit of spice.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't necessarily miss him or feel like I needed more from him to enjoy the season, but like since we got him, like they really could have given us more.
I think so too.
You know.
Next up, we have Trixie Mattel
Oh
as
my God.
herself, the iconic queen. We stand.
Yes.
Like she is so funny with her little line.
Yeah, she showed up. She had one line.
Their nightmare was our dream. Literally iconic, and it is. Their nightmare was our dream. We loved watching them suffer and die. But what else are you watching American Horror Story for? And
It's like so random.
It is.
And it's so weird because then she's like, they're all sitting there on the last episode, like at the big panel thing, and like she's there, but then there's like some random guy who's asking all the questions. And I'm like, if you got Trixie Mattel, why is she not like
my God.
interviewing the cast? Like, anyways, glad she made an appearance. We love you, girly. And then next we have the real lot.
Oh my God.
There's no question to me about where this man should go.
Loathe entirely, dude.
You know, right there with
Sorry.
Johnny Morgan from Asylum, you know, shows up, holds some people hostage on national television, dies. That was it.
Don't love a public shooting. Hate that.
No.
Okay, next up we have the last character, the Chins, which...
To me, I feel like you didn't really need them on this season.
I felt like they were a little misplaced.
Yeah.
It was just really random. These strange things crawling up and down the walls. Like, what the fuck? Where did they come from?
I feel like they just like felt like they needed to add a little bit more, which I don't know why, because they had plenty between the cannibals and the ghosts.
The butcher
Yeah.
and everything else here in between.
And the drama between the family, like there was so much going on, we didn't need the Chens.
And then the next thing you know, there's just this random creature crawling across the wall.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was a bit strange. I'm gonna say not our fave.
No.
I think maybe some people enjoyed that aspect, but I didn't.
This is also like not my favorite type of horror. Like
creepy crawly things.
Like The Ring, it's fine, but like
coming for the Ring
I know.
fandom.
Like
okay.
I just to me like that's not scary really. Yeah. So it's just not my cup of tea. I'm so sorry to the stands, but like
tea is piping hot today.
You know, not my fave.
Not my fave either, which is okay. Like she did what she had to do. She crawled up the wall and she got her paycheck.
Yeah, period.
Okay, well that's done. So now here comes the fun part where we rank each character within the tier. So you're going to see our fave to our least fave. Oh my God.
Okay, the petty side of me wants to put Flora at the bottom, but you have like literal cannibals and people who are like trying to murder people on live television, so I say leave the two as they are.
We can move Jether.
Yeah, put him third because it's Finn.
Because it's Finn, daddy boy. Okay.
I'm
gonna say Flora goes right there.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I can't stand the girl. I'm so sorry, honey.
I would probably put Sydney first in this
I was thinking,
lineup.
yeah, we can go boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
He's so cute.
Daddy came to ruin people's lives.
Yes.
Loathe that, but love Cheyenne.
Yes.
So that's why he's first. And loathe entirely. Okay, not our fave, the Chins. Last.
100% last.
Yeah. Next, Mason. Didn't really care for him.
No.
He's dead quickly. Flora. I'm gonna say we can put Flora above. Who is he?
Dylan.
Don't know the boy. And sure.
Yeah, I think that's...
Yeah, we can have...
fair.
I don't even know their names. Oh my god.
Matt.
Oh,
Dominic. No, that's Matt. Dominic as Matt.
Dominic as Matt can be second, and then we have little Miss Shelby Miller. I mean, Audrey Tindall as Shelby Miller. I think potential. I think that's right.
Yeah, I don't think that one needs any changes.
I don't think so either.
Okay, so Slays.
Okay, we're getting a little more fun. I'm gonna say we can move him last.
Yeah, 100%.
He's barely in the season. It's okay.
Yeah, and then I would leave her.
Mm-hmm.
I would maybe put the nurses... Well, actually, maybe Ashley Gilbert and then the nurses.
I'm gonna say Ashley Gilbert, the nurses.
Yeah.
Sophie.
Yeah.
And let's say.
Yeah, I kind of want to move her to the.
I think so.
To the top of the tier.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cute.
Yeah, I
enjoy that.
Okay.
Oh my god, here comes the hard part. There are so many people in No Choice But to Stand. I think this might be the most we've ever had in No Choice But to Stand. But it's because there's so many characters. I think Trixie can go last.
Yeah,
she's
that's fine.
barely in the season.
Yeah, literally had one line.
But she still had, like, her impact is massive.
It's felt.
Just like that fucking wig.
Yes.
Priscilla.
I don't think I want to leave Priscilla there because she had a huge impact on the season.
She did have such a big impact on the season.
The ending is because of her.
Mm-hmm. I think we can move Edward down to this position, and we can have Priscilla go at least above Cricket.
I don't know. I kind of want to put Edward above Cricket.
Okay. I can see that.
You know?
I think so. I mean, like, hot gay daddy.
You know, and he did try to save them. He led them down the tunnel.
Yeah.
So, like...
He did.
You know.
He's a king.
Then...
Oh, my God.
There's so many... Okay. I'm stressed.
Let's say we can move...
Yeah. Monet. Yeah. Only because she wasn't given as much to do.
She didn't do as much
everyone else
in the second part of the season, and I really fault Ryan Murphy for that.
He stays doing that to Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
The only time he's ever really given her enough is in Coven.
Mm-hmm.
After that, it's like he doesn't know what to do with her.
Yeah.
Which is so sad.
Quite tragic. I'm thinking we can put Mama Polk.
Yeah.
And then Skatchat.
Yeah. And then Lana. Yeah.
Oh my god, we are like on the same page.
Okay.
Now I'm freaking out because we are in the final 5.
So I know that we both have the same number 1.
Oh,
so
I'm sure.
That's easy.
I'm gonna think we can put.
I'm
in between the Butcher and Shelby.
Okay, me too.
For 5th.
Me too. I'd say put the Butcher.
Okay.
Put the Butcher. So. Shelby, she deserved. She did that.
I think so.
And then I would say Shelby.
I think Shelby is 4th.
Okay, now this is where it gets tough because I love Agnes so much, but I love Lee so much.
And I think that Lee truly carries the entire season because the entire season is about Lee.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we can put
Agnes 3rd, even though it kills me.
Even though she is so iconic. Kathy Bates truly shines in this season.
Yes. And then Lee,
Lee is 2nd. She did what she had to do. But Audrey Tindall, bitch, she wins the whole show.
She does.
And I am so sad that Sarah Paulson had to deal with these feelings of hatred about this season, but she is the best part about this entire season.
The very end of episode 9, where you think that it could be Audrey who lives, and then she is tragically gunned down.
I literally was so sad. I thought Audrey was going to be the final girl. I thought that she had that check on lock.
It doesn't even make sense for her to be the final girl. Like, obviously, it was Lee the whole time. It was all about Lee.
Sarah was like, Ryan, you better fucking kill me because I don't want to be in the last episode.
She's like, I'm tired.
Okay, we'll write you out, honey, but guess what? You're coming back as Lana Winters.
God.
Wow. Audrey Tindall did that. And for anyone who hates Audrey Tindall, I'm sorry for you.
You're so wrong. Just this little picture of her alone, I just love how over-the-top dramatic she was with everything.
She is a queen.
She's amazing.
We did that.
We did it. I'm kind of sad. I've been looking forward to making this for so long.
I have loved this one the most, I think.
Yeah, this has been the most fun we've done so far.
It is that bitch.
And I feel like a lot of times they're very lopsided. Like, we have a lot of people at the top and then a lot of people at the bottom. This one's like obviously we have the most in the top because we're lovers. We love to love people.
Yeah.
But like otherwise, it's like pretty spread out.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that we did a good job.
Yeah.
Down in the comments below, let's talk about our tier list. I want to know where your favorites ranked on our tier.
And how much do you love Audrey Tindall? And one thing I'm genuinely curious about is your feelings on Lee Harris. Because I think she's very controversial.
I think so. I think a lot of people hate Lee. My sister hates Lee.
Yeah. I know a lot of people that hate Lee.
Come on.
I think that's why a lot of people don't like this season is because ultimately it all comes around to Lee. And some people hate Adina Porter.
Yep.
Personally, I think she's a great actress.
I love Adina Porter, and you know what? I'm so excited to talk about her in
Beverly Hills.
The next episode, which is Ranking American Horror Story Characters Cult. That's next.
She shines in that season, baby.
I'm so ready. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. We would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you are not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button if you love movies, music, pop culture. We would love to have you on my channel. We love y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.
Hell's under new management now.
I like my pumpkin spice lattes extra hot.
I am going to eat your soul.
Sorry, I'm not into short guys.